Good morning, fam. It is 6 a.m. Sorry, you can't see me. I am heading out to Illinois today. It's Friday. Gotta head to Illinois and I gotta pick up a new mower. Let's hit the road. Let's go. All right, guys. So I am here in Bradley, Illinois. If that gives you a clue, I am at Bradley Mowers. They sell Bradley mowers. They sell Toro, they sell all different kinds of brands. But today, I did it. I pulled the trigger. I bought a Bradley mower. Let's do a little walk around. So, I'm taking a chance on the Bradley mower. As you guys know, they don't really have many dealers around. That's why I came to Illinois. So, you can get parts online. You can do your own repairs at home. It's a pretty stout machine. It's really solid, actually. I'm liking it already. It's going to take a bit to get used to new controls over what I have in the Toro, but they've made a lot of improvements on this mower compared to some videos that I've seen. So I want to do a walk around really quick while we're here, still at the dealer. I'm going to take you inside in the showroom, just show you around a little bit. Not going to do a whole lot of talking in there, just give you a quick show around, show you what they have as far as Bradley mowers go and other mowers as well. They were kind enough to give me permission to do that. So this machine has a Vanguard 26 horsepower engine on it. And another thing that's just something right off the bat that I'm seeing, something that guys complained about with older Bradley mowers is that the muffler was straight flat down like this. Now they've stood it up and they've angled it out. That I think is gonna be kind of a game changer for this machine in not starting fires with leaves. So that's gonna be a plus. One thing that I am going to switch out immediately when I get this machine back home, these are not flat free front tires, so I'm going to purchase some flat frees from Bradley, and we're gonna exchange them because that's something that I really value, is having flat free front tires. So we're gonna do that. Let's see some other things that they have integrated into this mower that they didn't used to, but they do now. They now have an integrated hour meter, which is awesome. And their gas tanks used to be black. They're no longer black. They're clear, so you can actually see the fuel level. So they took out the fuel gauge or whatever it is, and they just put a clear tank on there. I think that's genius. That's kind of the basics of the mower, really, guys. I just, with everything going on with the Toro, I wanted a backup mower. I did not want to continue renting a mower for $189 a day. So I picked this one up, 0% for 48. My monthly payment is $134 on this machine. So instead of paying $189 a day for renting, I can buy this for $134 a month. So that's the trade-off that we've got here. So I'm pleased with it. I rode it around the parking lot here. It seems like a really solid machine. The platform is nice and squishy, very comfortable. So I'm looking forward to getting it back home and mowing with it. Let me walk you around the showroom real quick, and then we're gonna hit the road and get out of here and get back home. All right, guys, so this is their showroom here at Bradley Mowers. I'll just call it Bradley Mowers. It's a really nice place. You go up into some stairs up into the office area there. They have stuff up there. They've got, I mean, they're really well stocked here. So they've got a lot of different mowers. They've got Gravely, they've got Bradley, of course, they've got Toro, they have Exmark, they have Ariens or Ariens. But let me show you some of these Bradley mowers. So This one here is a 32-inch walk behind. Pretty sweet. So this is a 32-inch walk behind. It's a belt drive. Nice little mower here. And then they have a brush cutter, 36-inch. And then this is a 36-inch hydro, which is really nice. And they have a 48-inch hydro, also really nice. These are just really simply made machines that just work. So guys, what really drew me to the Bradley mowers was the build, but also the price. The price is really good on these mowers, and they're built really well. So that's what initially drew them to me. In these times that we're living in, I don't want to spend a ton of money on a mower, so this was the way to go. And so far I'm really impressed with them. And if they cut really well, I will be giving Bradley a very high review. So guys, that is about it from here. I do want to show you this. They also have 36-inch standers, which I'm thinking about replacing the Gravely that I have with a 36-inch standard. Another thing that they changed on these is the pin here. Now you just grab it, you depress the button here, and you can slide it right out. That's a big improvement from what they did have, I believe. Alright guys, so I've got the mower loaded up. Everything's ready to go. I purchased flat-free front tires for the mower. They don't come standard, so I purchased those separately. Those were 120, something like that a piece. Not too bad. I mean, you really need them. I'm gonna say that, you really need them. So I also bought a hand-operated grass flap for the machine. So we've got that as well. I figured since I'm here, instead of going home and ordering it online, might as well purchase it right here. And so far I'm feeling really good about the purchase. I'm really glad that I did. I think it's going to be a great mower, but we got to get it home and see how it actually cuts. So guys, that's it from Bradley Mowers here in Illinois, and I will see you in the next day. It's Saturday and I've got to go cut some lawns today, but it wasn't cutting great when I cut my lawn with it last night. And so I thought, well, maybe I better level the deck. Maybe that would help. So I'm following the instructions in the Bradley manual that came with the mower. This thing has everything you need. It has every single part to the mower, has all that stuff. So I'm following the directions to a T. The only thing that it doesn't say in here when leveling the deck is whether this arm should be pushed forward or not. I'm guessing it needs to be. So I'm gonna have my son push it forward. I'm gonna tighten up these bolts and we're gonna see what the blade tips measure after that. All right, let's get it done. All right guys, so I figured it out. What you have to do is, I cut my blocks. This one's 3 3/8. I cut 2 of these, put them in the front under the blade tips. Then I cut one that is 3 1/2 and put that under the middle rear blade tip. Okay, and then what I did is I set the mower at 3 inches. All right, that's important. So I set that at 3 inches. My son pushed it forward. I adjusted the chains, and then we took everything out. We took the blocks out after everything was tight, and I set it at 3 1/2 and set it, and that is where the blade tip is. So you need to know that leveling this deck is not as easy as they make it seem in that book. I would not trust the book on the deck leveling. The 1-inch block thing did not work for me. Okay, so I would not use that. I would use this video as a reference to understand how to level the deck. Again, cut 2 blocks, 3 3/8, cut 1 block, 3 1/2, put those put the 3.5 one underneath the middle rear blade tip, put the 2 3 3/8 under the outside front blade tips, lower it down, loosen the chains, set your dial, set your blade setting at 3 inches. Then have someone push that forward while you tighten the chains, and then it should be set at 3.5 inches. It might be just a hair lower. That's fine. Don't worry about that. All right. That's how you level this deck on the Bradley. All right, guys, I just officially mowed my first client lawn with the Bradley. Bro, that thing stripes like a beast. Holy crap. It stripes way better than the Toro. I'm serious. I'm not joking. I'm going to throw a picture up here so that you can see the stripes. It's amazing. And after I leveled the deck properly, which I'm thinking that every Bradley mower, when you get it out of the crate, if they ship it to you or if you pick it up, you're going to have to level the deck. So I leveled the deck. I figured out how to do it the best way. That's just ahead in this video. Cut quality is way better. I'm not going to say it's perfect because nothing's perfect, but it's way better. I mean, you can't really tell that I mowed with a different mower than the Grandstand. So I'm impressed so far. I really am. This was grown up pretty good and cut it beautifully. I did have to double cut the back because of the clippings. But other than that, and it did throw a couple of clumps. The grass is a little wet yet this morning. It's just afternoon now, so the grass was pretty wet. So there is some clumping, but not bad at all. Our grass here is growing like crazy right now. So there's a lot of nitrogen in the grass too. So it is clumping. Most of the clumps though were because I have a grass flap on it. I put that on last night. And so sometimes when that's closed and you open it up again, especially if the grass is wet, you're gonna get a clump that flies out of there. It's just the nature of the beast. So that's really what the majority of the clumps were from. So guys, so far off the first mow, I am really impressed. You guys know that I tried to do the most honest reviews that I can. I am not sponsored by anyone. I bought this mower with my own money. Bradley isn't going to sponsor anybody. All right, they're not, because their mower is cheap for a reason. They want to get their product into the hands of those entry-level people, but this is not necessarily an entry-level mower. They've made a lot of improvements. I showed you in the video earlier. I am really impressed, guys. I really am. The hydros are smooth. It runs really, really well. No bogging down at all so far. Cut quality is great. I would say it's great. All right, it's no worse than my Toro Grandstand. So far, since I leveled the deck, it is beautiful. It is cutting beautifully. So again, I am really impressed with the Bradley. Let's keep working. We're gonna see what else it can do. Let's go.